I think the biggest part was like the mental side, just knowing like it's just like a new game every single time. Like it doesn't matter what we did last year, it doesn't matter what we did our last game. We just got to keep pushing through to get the win.
There's a lot of returning talent from last year's group. You mentioned not looking in the rearview mirror, but how helpful is it having that experience and just keeping on this winning culture here at Eastside?
I think looking back at that, like our past wins and stuff, it like helps us to keep motivated, to keep going, to like accomplish that again.
Just with you being one of these upperclassmen, how have you tried to provide that leadership experience for this team?
I just keep pushing everyone to do their best and just keep working to pull out the wins.
Coach Jayci mentioned pitching has been a strong suit for this team, but there are plenty of other areas where they can improve. What do you feel like needs to improve over these next few weeks?
I think a lot of our small ball could be improved, just getting bunts down and then like mental errors sometimes and base running.
Executing the little things, putting in lots of work, and just trusting my teammates, trusting one another.
This team is picking up where they last left off from last year. What do you feel like has been the biggest key to this team's early season success?
Putting in lots of hard work. Our pitchers are doing a fantastic job, and our bats behind them are doing great as well.
You certainly had a lot to do with last year's success. How have you tried to provide that leadership experience for this year's group?
By continuing to put the ball in play, be a menace on the base pass and be fast, and just be a leader to the younger classmen coming up, teach them everything I know so that they can succeed too.
Coach mentioned that pitching has been a very strong suit for this team, but there's plenty of other areas where they can improve. What do you feel like this team can continue to work on over the next few weeks as you inch closer to sectionals?
I feel like we've done a great job executing the little things, but that's always something that can be improved. Just doing the little things. Do the little things right, and the big things will come later.
Oh, we've had great pitching, for one. We brought back two of our better pitchers from last year, and so obviously in softball, if you have great pitching, baseball as well, if you have great pitching, you're going to be in every game. So, and luckily we've gotten a lot of offense going as well. Especially last week, our bats were pretty hot, and when we have good pitching and we get on the base and we have girls squaring the ball up, then that usually is a recipe for some wins.
Let's look back on that win, the NECC tournament title win over Fairfield. What stood out in that game? How were you able to come away with your second straight conference tournament title?
Well, we came right out of the gates. We were the visiting team, of course, and so we scored right off the bat. And that's when we score right off the bat with our pitching the way it is, we feel pretty good early in the game. So yeah, I mean, that was really the key. Our girls, and all week, our girls hit the ball very well. We executed small ball pretty well all week as well. So yeah, we just we played Blazer softball and got the job done.
Let's look at this team. You graduated a lot of seniors from last year's state tournament, state championship team, but you have plenty of returning talent as well. How helpful has that been? Just having those players, those returning faces that have led the way throughout the season.
Yeah, we have another great, another talented group of seniors and then underclassmen, of course. But our seniors are providing a lot of leadership. Again, they stepped right up. Last year's seniors were awesome, and they showed these girls the way how to lead. And these girls have stepped in and taken right over for them. And so our leadership is a big thing, of course. The mental side of the game, facing adversity and how you handle adversity always is a big thing, and having that leadership in there has really helped us this year when we've faced that adversity.
Well, there's still a few more weeks to go in this season, but you kind of get that reminder that the postseason's coming up with the sectional draw coming out on Sunday. Where do you feel like this team can continue to grow over the last few weeks?
Yeah, we've got a long ways to go. I mean, we're not where we need to be yet, and that's the thing we keep. These girls know it. We harp on it every day in practice. We have strengths. This team has great strengths. We have weaknesses as well, and we really work hard on those weaknesses. We're trying to be the best team we can be by postseason, of course. So we have a long ways to go, and we just like throughout the season, we're not looking ahead to anything. We know it's next game, and it's not even next game, it's next pitch. We're always thinking next pitch, just win that pitch. And so that's the mentality that we have with this team.